Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. I've contemplated making this video so many types of ways. I've contemplated when I was gonna do it, when I was gonna post it, and I just felt like today was the day that I was gonna do it. Obviously, I would have liked to do like a sit-down video in my restroom or in the house somewhere, explaining to you this whole process that I've been going through, but that's just like not life for me right now. I haven't had time to like actually sit and film this video, and the longer that I wait to film it, it's just gonna take longer to get out. So basically, if you've read the title of this video, I am struggling with my PCOS again. So I didn't really want to put it out there because I don't really want to like put it out there for the world to start wishing bad upon me. You know, all the good vibes, you know, send them over. The bad vibes, keep them to yourself. But we are trying for baby number 2, and it has just been a whirlwind of issues to get pregnant the second time around. I thought that it would be so much easier to get pregnant the second time around, which I was completely wrong about. I feel so lucky and blessed to be able to have been pregnant with Romina and have Romina, but you know, it's time for baby number 2, and I really went in there with full force, and it just hasn't happened yet. So basically, I'm just gonna run down like what's going on. A few videos ago, I did speak about my health and what was going on with my health. I'm glad to announce that I'm doing much better with my health, but basically, let me run it down for you. So last year, in October, we traveled to Virginia for Jonathan's birthday. And that whole time that I was on that trip, I was thinking and being optimistic, like I had already stopped breastfeeding, and my periods were kind of like all over the place, but I thought it was because I breastfed for a whole year that my periods were taking a while to get back to normal. This had never happened to me before. Like, I have PCOS, but my period would come every month. It wouldn't be on the exact day, but I would get a period every month. So that happened, and when we were in Virginia, I remember that whole trip, it was just spotting, like the whole time that we were there. I was like, what? I thought I would come back from Virginia and be pregnant, you know? Like, you hear all those types of stories that like people go on vacations and they come back pregnant. So that didn't happen for me, and I was just like, okay, like what's going on down there? I didn't think too much of it because when we got back from our trip in October, November, we were in Canada. So that whole trip in Canada, well, I didn't get my period. So I'm like, well, now what's going on? So I started taking tons of pregnancy tests. Nothing's coming out. I don't have any symptoms. I'm like, what's going on? And then another factor that led me to believe that there was something wrong with me was intercourse started becoming very painful. And I remember one night we had intercourse, and then I went to the restroom and I was bleeding, but like not like period bleeding, but just kind of like an orange tinginess. And at this point, I'm like, okay, what's going on? Do I have some type of like sexually transmitted disease? John, are you telling me something that I should know? You know, and I was just like, you know what, I need to set up a doctor's appointment. So I go to the doctor, and he puts the what's it called? I'm getting a freaking brain fart. The ultrasound thing. He does an ultrasound on my ovaries. He can't even see my ovaries because I have like this cyst. I have this cyst that's like 5 centimeters big, 5 inches or 5 centimeters. I don't know. It's so big he couldn't even see my ovary. And at this point, I'm just like crying. I couldn't believe it. This is the first time that's ever happened to me. When I go to the doctor and it like has to do with my health, it's something that I take like very serious. Like, I'm literally a nervous wreck when I get to the office, and especially when it's like this type of stuff. So I was crying in the office with the doctor. He's like, no, don't worry, this is like something that happens to women. Sometimes you have a cyst and you don't even know. The only reason why you know you have one is because yours has already gotten bigger, and we need to be careful with this because the size that it is, I would have to already send you in and get operated to remove it. So he said, what we're going to do is I'm going to put you on birth control for 3 months. And when he said that, my whole demeanor changed. It was like, what, 3 months on being on birth control when I'm trying to conceive, like now this year. I had to go home, ponder the idea, and I just came to the fact that I needed to let my ovaries take a break. I needed to reanalyze like what was going on with my lifestyle that was causing these cysts. So I got a lot of blood work and done. Nothing came back like out of the ordinary. It was just like eat a better diet. So I think I'm insulin resistant. I haven't really done like the exams that they recommend for people who have insulin resistance. I just did like the basic one and I'm fine, but it worries me. You know, my mother's diabetic, it worries me. So I start taking my birth control for these 3 months and I'm feeling like on top of the world. Like literally when I took birth control and I felt better, I knew that there was something wrong with me, or there was something wrong that I was doing. So I needed to really reevaluate like my lifestyle, really prioritize sleep, just getting into the whole PCOS thing again. So that happened and I did my 3 months of birth control, went through a whole whirlwind of emotions on that. And you know, people ask you all the time like, oh, when are you gonna get pregnant again? Which is such a freaking rude question to ask, even if you already have kids. Like for people who it's hard to get pregnant, that is such a very rude question to ask. And so every time I see somebody, they're like, when are you gonna get pregnant again? And it's just like, boom, like, you know, another shot to the heart with the like, I can't get pregnant because I have these cysts, and I can't get pregnant because I have issues, you know. So I do the 3 months, blah, blah, blah. I go back to the doctor. My cyst is gone. And he's all like, I want you to try and conceive naturally these 3 months, and we'll see where that goes. So I go, I do the thing, and I still am not getting pregnant. And I'm just like watching all these videos on YouTube where it's like, oh, I got off of birth control, and right after birth control I got pregnant. And you know, I'm thinking like, this is gonna be me. So I start with the Pcos, and again I start going crazy. I'm just like testing like 2 times a day like everybody's recommended, and I don't see the line progress. And I see it's just a whole freaking experience with the freaking tracking ovulation when you have PCOS, because you know, one day the line is dark and then it's like low again, and it's just a whole thing. So I said, you know what, F this, I'm not doing it. I'll take it by ear. If I get pregnant, I get pregnant. If not, I won't. So those 3 months go by, I don't get pregnant. So I'm like, you know what, I need to go to the doctor. I want to do the treatment that I did with Romina. So that's where I'm at right now. Right now I am taking Clomid. This is my first month. I still haven't ovulated yet. Today is cycle day 13, but I took my Clomid days 5 through 9. So I will be ovulating a little later. But as far as that goes, I am doing my Clomid round this month. And I just wanted to get it out. Like, even if I get pregnant now, if I don't get pregnant, if I have to do my 3 rounds of Clomid, like, I don't know what's going to happen, but there was just something inside of me that needed to get this out and let you guys like know what's going on with me, why I've kind of like been MIA. For most people, it's just like, oh, you're trying to conceive, like it's nothing, you know, it's not that serious. But for me, it really is. Like, for me, it really takes a toll on me. It takes a lot out of me to see that like people left and right are just getting pregnant, and then for me, it's just like I have to keep struggling and fighting, and it takes a lot out of me. Like, I don't feel like vlogging. I feel like I'm all over the place. I'm happy to announce that I have been eating a little better. I've been eating like a PCOS friendly diet. I've been prioritizing my sleep. I've been getting like upping my water intake. I've been, you know, doing what I need to do to be better. Sometimes, like yesterday, I'm guilty right now, feeling guilty, because yesterday I went and bought some Ferrero Rochers, the 3 packs, and I ate those up. You know, I stopped eating sweets like I used to. I don't drink Coke anymore. I can't even drink coffee, which I've mentioned a few videos ago. So it's a little, you know, it's a lot, but that's where we are. I really wanted to share with you guys like what was going on with me. That was just like a brief, you know, summary. I just really wanted to get the video out there for you guys, like what's going on with me, why I'm not like 100% there with the YouTube videos, plus with a toddler. It's hectic, but please guys, pray for me. Pray that this year is the year for me. I know God has a plan for us, but just please pray. It is really taking a lot out of me. It is taking a toll on me. I'm trying to just like cherish every single day that I have with Romina and just take it like Romina was my miracle baby. And yeah, that's just where I'm at. I really wanted to just, you know, fill you guys in on what's going on. Send me all of the, you know, positive vibes, baby deaths that you guys have out there for me. And as always, I will keep you guys posted on like what's going on with me right now. Like I said, I'm doing my first round of Clomid. I'm not too hopeful this month just because of everything that has, you know, transpired. I'm not that hopeful for this month, so I'm not calling it quits, but I'm not hopeful for this month. But yeah, guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. Thank you guys so much for writing it out with me. I know I haven't been as consistent as I'd like to be, but this is the reason why I'm really struggling inside. But yeah, you know, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you are new, and give this video a big thumbs up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.